we are back for day 3 of the Quantum Christmas Extravaganza. Yes, darling. Yes, we are here. So if you are like, what is this on my feed? Who is this person? What is she talking about? Okay, hi, I'm Chanel, and we're here for the Quantum Christmas Extravaganza. And what that means is we are closing off this decade, this year, this chapter of your life. Ready, okay, ready to slay the next one, ready to slay the next year, the next decade, the next chapter. And so what this is all about you folding time, collapsing time, you manifesting life on your terms for real, and in your way, without the burnout, without feeling drained, without feeling lost, without feeling like, oh my god, what is my life? All right. And so what we've been doing over the past few days is I've been giving you different homework assignments. If you haven't watched day 1 or day 2, go back and do those homework assignments, because those homework assignments will lead to this one. Especially day 2 will lead to this one. So today's day 3, and the third step in really that I want to cover in this whole series is just about getting it off your chest. You see, yesterday, or in day 2, which was yesterday, yeah, we talked about putting yourself first. And I talked to you about how sometimes that comes from boundaries with other people. I talked to you about how that comes with like resentment that you may be holding within yourself, and how those things don't serve you. So putting yourself first is actually about letting those things go. Like protecting your energy and your space and your environment, because you know we are the sum of the 5 people we spend time with the most. But today I want to talk about your beliefs. Not the beliefs that you were taught by your church or by your parents or by your school or your society or somebody who taught you anything. I'm talking about your true beliefs, that what you know to be true, what you love to believe, what you want to believe, what resonates with you, your unedited, unfiltered, unapologetic truth. That's what I'm talking about. So for me, I'm just gonna, the reason I like talking about giving examples is because I feel like it's really, like I feel like you can understand when I give an example, because you may see, oh, that's kind of like this in my life. So an example of this in my life was 2018. I knew I wanted to talk more about sexuality, sensuality, seduction. I knew I wanted to talk about those things. I knew I just wanted to like not try to be perfect on the internet, or not like look like I always had it together. I just wanted to be myself, like all of me, and just embrace that and acknowledge that, and not try to like fit into the box that I thought, oh my god, if my church people from my childhood see this, they're gonna or my high school friends know, oh my god, they're gonna like wow, you know, or my in-laws, you know, whatever. So 2018, I think it was the summer of 2018, I just decided, I think it was probably June 2018, and I just decided that, and you can actually find this video, where can you find it? You can find it on my YouTube channel, and you can find it on my Facebook page, but probably look in the YouTube channel, because then it's easier to type like confession video Chanel official, and then it will pop up. But for me, I had to do a video when I was closing that old chapter of my life of the girl who was a people pleaser, who was afraid, playing small. Yes, she seemed successful, but she was really playing small. And so 2018, I did a live stream on my personal page where I had all my family, all my church people, all my friends from high school, everywhere. I did a live stream and I said, listen, I curse on the internet. I say the F word. I talk about sex. I talk about seduction. I believe the seductress is a spiritual being that is divine and that helps us to live our best life. And I believe in this energy, and that it's okay to redefine what it means to be a bitch. It's not necessarily a bad thing. And like I said all of that, and I was scared. I was so scared. But I had to get it off my chest. And sometimes we believe things and we're afraid to talk about it because we don't want, maybe you're practicing certain spiritual practices, or maybe you believe in certain woo-woo things, or whatever it is, you know, you have to just get it off your chest and take accountability for your truth. Okay, this is not where you share it because you're trying to convince or convert anybody. This is you sharing it for you and being an open book and saying like, I'm not gonna hide and be afraid anymore, right? This is where you just like openly talk about who you are and your truth, for real. Your truth about finances, your truth about business. And it doesn't mean that like, this is not about, I remember, this is not about this is not you doing it for anyone else. It's just that if you're going to go into a new chapter where you're going to be required to be unapologetic, because you could make lots of money and you could be successful doing shit you hate. All right. I know a lot of people who are clients and like friends and mentor. Like, I see a lot of people in this industry. I've seen a lot of people over the past more than half of a decade, and I know a lot of people are successful and unhappy. They're burnt out. Maybe this is you. And I just want you to know that there is a way to be successful and fulfilled and happy. Like, there is a way to do it. And so the way to do that comes from being in your truth. And if you believe something and you're afraid and you want to teach something, you want to serve in a certain way, you want to talk about a certain topic and you're afraid, this is where you have to literally stop caring what people think. And the only way to do that is to go and do the thing. You know, in my programs, for example, like in Magnetism Unleashed, I give my clients like this powerful protocol to transform literally transform at an energetic level, any belief, like clear it. It's gone. Like they learn that technique. But at the end of the day, the biggest thing I say to them, it's like, get off your ass and go do the thing. Because you can feel good and like, I'm empowered and I'm confident. But if you are constantly in the environment around the same people and you haven't moved to a different country, you're still in the same home, city, town, business model, until you take the action, it will never truly be solidified. The action is what allows you to attach and entangle with the new life, right? So you need to get some stuff off your chest. So I would recommend that everybody do a little confession video as the year is closing off, as the decade is closing off, as this chapter of your life is closing off. Really be open and honest and get all the things that are plaguing you at night. Oh my God, but what if they ever found out? Or what if they ever think of this? Like, get the shit out of your way, like clear it off and just allow yourself to start with a fresh, clean slate without any guilt or fear. Another thing that I want you to get off your chest is there are people who have hurt you. All right, there are people who have hurt you in your past, and some of these people you need to have a conversation with them. Some of them intentionally hurt you, some of them hurt you and they did not know. So for example, like sometimes our parents, they may say things or do things and they don't have the intention to traumatize us or cause us to have limiting beliefs or create limiting beliefs within us, because they were just doing the best they could because that was what they knew at the time. They didn't know better. Some people did intentionally try to hurt you, and of course for those who want to set boundaries around that. But for the people who you want to like have a conversation with, you have to get that stuff off your chest. You're going into a new chapter. If you want to be successful, you cannot carry all this baggage with you. If you have a cup and it's full of mess and anger and sadness and guilt and shame and resentment, you have to get it off your chest so that you can allow yourself to receive abundance, peace, love, joy, blessings. Like, you cannot. And it's not that you can't create success with lots of mess in your life. It's just that you won't be really happy. And who cares if you have like $5 million and all the fans and all the followers, but you're depressed, crying every night, like having suicidal thoughts because you are unhappy. And these are things that I see with my own like experience from clients and peers and stuff who they have everything that you would ever dream of, but they're so unhappy and unfulfilled that they don't even see how life is worth living. And I just want to say that, like, I know it sounds like a morbid topic and it's supposed to be like the Christmas extravaganza, and I'm going there. Yes, I'm going there because somebody somewhere needs to hear this. You know, Christmas is a happy time of year, but it is also one of the saddest times of year for some people. And I've witnessed and experienced for myself being on the happy side of Christmas, and I've experienced also being on the dark side of Christmas too. And I just want you to know that, like, this is where you get to release, let go, and clear off of your chest all these things that hold you back. They don't need to define you. They don't need to be a part of your definition of yourself anymore. You get to close the doors on those things and you get to move into a realm where you are free and you are happy. And so there's conversations that need to be had. Go have them before the year has ended. Don't go into the new decade with these things on your chest. Let them out. Talk to who you need to talk to. And then the third thing about getting things off your chest is maybe there are people who you have hurt. Now, this is something I did earlier this year, and I mean, when I was finished, I literally sent a message to my mastermind sister, and I was like, I feel like I'm just laying in the ocean floating. You know, and then another mastermind sister, I shared with her as well, and she actually said that it's like you're basking in the juices of the universe. And that was how it felt. It felt like true peace and freedom. I felt like I could receive anything. And what I did was I had to put aside my pride. So the specific example was around actually my stepmother. So my mom died when I was 15 years old. And my dad didn't get remarried right away. It actually took quite a long time to get remarried. But he had his girlfriend, you know. And I think she was like trying to be like a mother figure. So she was like telling me what to do. And I was like, for me at 15, I was running the house. I was running a household. So for me, for someone to tell me what I should or shouldn't do, I found it very disrespectful. And I, at 15, lashed out at her, and I treated her so badly for like years. I treated her like a piece of shit. I treated her terribly. And I would have never apologized because I was too much in my pride. I was like, I didn't care because she did it first, like, and then also she would like say things afterwards, and then I was like, oh, see, she deserves it. So I was just like very revengeful and in my ego and in my like very, very dark place. And this year I mean, guys, I was 15. I'm like almost 30. That was like 15 years ago almost. And this year I'm like 29. So like 14 years ago. And I remember I literally said to her, I'm like, I'm so sorry. Like, I was really hurting. My mom had just died and I was like trying to do the best I could. And I felt like you didn't love me or like you were trying to boss me around and like disrespecting me, and I'm so sorry. And I really apologized to her and I cried. I was like, oh, you know, it's an emotional time. And the point is that maybe there's some people who you've hurt and you need to actually go get it off your chest and let go of your pride and forgive and ask for forgiveness or apologize. You don't need, even if they don't want to give you the forgiveness, but to forgive yourself for doing that and to give them the apology that they deserve. So yeah, those are the things about like getting it off your chest. So get your truth out. Do a confession video. That's next homework. So remember, day 1's homework. If you haven't watched it yet, go watch it. Day 2, you had a homework to comment. Leave it in the comments. And day 3, you have another homework, which is get it off your chest. What is your truth? Or who do you need to apologize to? Or who do you need to talk to who's hurt you? And I want you in the comments below to let me know which one of these things you're going to do. And if you do them, if you actually do, not if you do, please do them. Do it on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, wherever you do. If you can tag me or share the link with me so that I can show my support to you. My Instagram is Shaneil Official. That's ShaneilOfficial Official. Shaneil Official. So like tag me or share it with me on Facebook, share it with me on Instagram, share it with me on YouTube, wherever it is. Send me the link and let me support you and cheer you on as you do your confession videos, or as you know, like if you want to comment below and say like, well, I'm going to forgive my dad or my mom or my ex, or, you know, I'm sorry that I hurt my sibling, you know, whatever it is. So that was day 3. Of the Quantum Christmas Extravaganza. I can't wait to see you in day 4 as we continue to go deeper and deeper. And remember that on day 10, 11, and 12, I'll be doing Q&A. So if you have any questions at all that you want me to answer on those days, just leave them in the comments below as well, and I will answer those comments for you. And if you want an example of a confession video or that same confession video that I did, you can type in YouTube. You can go to YouTube and type in confession video Shaneil Official, and then it should pop up, or you just like scroll through every single video I have until you find it. But that's a lot of work, so just use the search bar, because then Google will help you. YouTube would help you. So anyway, what else? Oh, so yes guys, thank you so much for joining in. If you're enjoying this series, also share it with a friend. Save these videos, add them to your playlist, save them to your IG saves and your Facebook saves. Email them to a friend. Share this with some people, because we are all going to a new level in 2020, darling. And of course, if your tribe is going with you, and if your family and friends are going with you, then it's way easier for you to actually sustain the level that you're creating. And I love you, and I'll see you in day 4. Bye.